Hello one and all, this is Nerdcraft here, bringing you a best of 3 series from DreamHack here, DreamHack Summer 2011. I remember when I did DreamHack Winter 2010. Just seems like yesterday. Anyway, here spawning in the lower left hand corner as our blue Terran is none other than Rock's BratOK, and his opponent, the red Zerg player, spawning on the upper right hand position of Crevasse is Mao's Morrow. This is going to be cross positions on Crevasse, which kind of sounds very similar, like cross Crevasse, kind of like rhyming, but it's the first letters, you know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, gonna be a long macro game, I am gonna guess, because Zerg always likes to go for, at least Morrow, he's a very powerful macro player. He's not really much into that early game, end the game quickly kind of player. He doesn't do much 2-base he does do 2-base aggression, but he doesn't do 2-base all-ins type of play. BratOK, he does more of an aggressive style. I've seen him do things from early medevac drops to Banshee, Hellion into Banshees to BCs. I've seen him do it all pretty much. It's really amazing. He's a great player straight out of Russia. Morrow, if I recall, he's from Germany, but this is from DreamHack, which is in Sweden, so this is pretty much a Eurofest going down right now. Although, interesting enough, Sweden does not use the Euro currency. There's your fact of the day. They use the Krona. And don't ask how I know that. I'm a nerd for a reason. So it looks like Morrow is doing his scouting. He is going to go down into this position. You know, he does not need to go into here, but he is going to check anyway. This is a quick tip for any of you Zerg players. If you're going up against a Terran player, usually you don't even need to go into the mineral line. You can just go right up the ramp, because you will all the time see that wall. Even against Protoss players, most likely you'll see the wall. If you can get past the wall, that's great. And Morrow is going for that expansion there. Tried to click but didn't register for some reason. I was like clicking like right here for some reason. So Morrow his hatchery is about halfway done. He did go for a 15 hatch, very common, especially on these very big macro maps. And Morrow's gonna go for the, oh wow, can he not get in there? That's weird. I thought he could, oh yeah, no, he can't get in there. Interesting. I thought he would have been able to get in here in this space, but looks like that is indeed blocked off. And BratOK is gonna go for his expansion in the back. Now Morrow is going for this front expansion, which is it's risky, because you know, you have this huge ramp right here, and you have this debris right here. It's a big debris, destructible rocks. It's very big pile, 2,000 HP to it. But if it is destroyed, and as we see, BratOK is going to scout that front hatch. If this gets destroyed, you have two really large angles of attack as a Terran player. I mean, you can siege up right here and then send devastating amounts of Marines here. It's, you know, it leaves Zerg with a very limited options, but at the same time, it gives that safe third. And Zerg is scary at third base. Not as scary as, like, say, Protoss on third base, but being able to take that safe third as a Zerg is very good, especially considering that the Terran is going to have, again, that very risky third right here. It's going to be a lot harder for BratOK to take his third as opposed to Morrow taking his third, which is, you know, right there. And even with the mineral patches and more gas, well, the mineral patches are the same here and here, but there is another Vespian gas. So this also gives Morrow a more of a gas option type macro play. But, you know, that doesn't really matter right now, because this is still early game. You usually don't see all the geysers be taken up until about, I'd say, the 15-minute mark. Not usually till the late game. As we see here, BratOK is going for his orbital command. He's good putting up a bunker and a factory reactor going up here. We're probably going to see some Hellion harass. Yes, we are. Very effective strategy against Zerg. Would not be surprised to see a starport go down. There it is, right there. And the layer coming up for Morrow. So if we go into Banshees here, which by the looks of it, we are going to go a Hellion into Banshee transition. This might not be too good for BratOK, because the layer is about a quarter way done, and even if he does research that cloak, he'll be able to easily get an Overseer out. He has 2 queens now. He can easily make a second or a third queen. Actually, he is already making a third queen. So all Morrow needs to do is just put a creep tumor down here or maybe right here, and try to link up the bases so the queens don't have a hard time. And he has great overlord spread too. Morrow will be able to see any banshees incoming, and Cloak is being researched on that, as well as a banshee. Baneling Nest coming up on the way, and a spine crawler right. No, that's a Baneling Nest. Spine crawler right there. Do not like the position of that spine crawler. That's going to be really easy for any Hellions to get by, especially going up into the main and wreaking havoc on this. Good position of that spawning pool, though. That is kind of going to trap the Hellions back here, but we will see how that goes. Looks like that creep tumor is going down. Don't know where it is. There it is. And Zergling's coming up for Morrow. And looks like, wow, a lot of Hellions right there. We have 6 Hellions, and they are going to be seen by Morrow. He is making another spine crawler right there. And 4 Banelings are being morphed. Hellions are a light unit, so Banelings are surprisingly effective against Hellions. And a Spire coming up. There's that Banshee right there. It's going to try to sneak by. So a lot more Banelings coming up. And hopefully if these Banelings can get it, the third also coming up right there for Morrow. I'm a little bit everywhere here. And I do believe that that Banshee is scouted. If not, it is going to be seen by this Overlord right there. Let's see if it is. Yes, it is going to be seen. Hopefully Morrow will notice. And there is an Evo chamber going down and an Overseer being morphed. The queens are being brought to the lair. So looks like the Overseer has just finished. Banshee is just trying to get some kills here. It's got 3 kills already, but now that the Overseer is in there, not much is going to go down. The Spire is about 3/4 done, and this Banshee is effectively shut down. This hatchery is just finished. Looks like we're having some drones being made here, and these Hellions just sitting there, making Morrow conscious. Kind of a, I'm here and you can't really move out because of it. And here's the queens again. Spore Crawler is going to come up in each mineral line, right there, there, and there. As we see, here's the Hellions trying to move out. That Baneling is going to try and be a hero, but unfortunately it is burned to a roasty, crispy, delicious Baneling. I don't know why anyone would want to eat Baneling. I get the feeling they're sour. If anyone knows chemistry, they know what I'm talking about. Siege Tech coming up here with the Siege Tank coming up. Looks like BratOK is going to transition into that Marine Siege Tank composition. Stim on its way. Late timing for Stim around the 10-minute mark, but usually with that timing, that's generally what you want to go around. This Tech Lab is just sitting there. You're going to want to use that for something. So hopefully he will get maybe another factory on that, really get that tank going. Another Banshee has been made, and now it's really starting to wreak havoc in here. So missile turrets are also coming up. Looks like he's expecting those Mitos, which they are out. And Spore Crawlers, there's the Hellions there too. There are so many noises, I don't even know what's going on here. And drones being roasted here. We got 8 drone kills actually from BratOK. Not that much. Not as much as he's going to need for the